So, Miriam, tell me, how have you been up?
What?
How have you been up?
Very good, thanks.
Excellent, that's very good. So, Viole, how are you today?
I'm okay, thank you.
Hey, that's great. And how was your week?
I'm fine. Go to my friend. I went to my friend in Saturday. Party. My birthday.
Hey, that was great. Did you have fun?
Yes. My friends of the university is very funny. I enjoy very much.
Hey, that's wonderful. Great. And so, Viole, how about you?
On Saturday, I went to Tlaxcala because it was the birthday of one of my nephews. So I went to the party.
Hey, pretty good. That was very, very good. So you had fun also. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, you know what? Today we are going to talk about holidays and traditions. I guess that talking about traditions gives us some idea about how people in that place live, what they like, what they think, and even what they believe. All right. Let's talk about traditions and holidays around the world. Question number 1. Can you mention and explain any important tradition in any other world?
In any other town?
Yeah, in any other country. For example, here we are observing some of the, I'm sorry. Yes, here we are. We are observing some of the very important traditions. China, for example, the lotus feet.
Yes.
Do you know what it means or what they are? The lotus feet?
Yes. In Japan?
Yeah.
In Japan, they used to mold the feet of the woman feet so they don't grow up, and they make in a lot of form, like the flower, because they consider that it is a beautiful sign for the woman.
Hey, that's great, yes. Miriam, what do you know about it?
In India, it's very tradition. The married is a great party, and the family of the novios,
Broom and bride.
groom and
Groom,
wife.
it's groom and bride.
Okay. Groom and bride is very tradition, and in this part of the world, the married is fixed.
Yes, that's it.
Yes, the families take a decision, and the groom and bride.
Yes, so they can't decide who they are going to live with. Yes,
Yeah.
you're right. Okay, and well, something that I know about India also about is that they used to give into marriage very little girls, kind of kind of like 6 or 7-year-old girls.
Yes.
And so, well, for us, it is tremendous. It is incredible, no, that girls, very little girls like here, how old do you consider they are? This girl or this other?
Um, the one
Like,
girl, I think maybe 14 years old.
Yeah,
Very,
and what,
very
yes,
young. And the other girl, I think maybe 18.
kind of like that, yes. What about you, Viole? What do you think?
I think that the first one is 13 and the other like 16, more or less. And the boy looks like 17.
Yes, they look really young, but in this case, they are having the marriage. Well, they all are very young, but they have also the tradition of having, I don't know, 50-year-old men with 10-year-old girl, and so they are almost grandfather and granddaughter.
Yes. But he can marry with two?
I think so. I think that women can be married with only one man, I mean, and men can be married to more than one woman.
Yes.
And so, well, who knows? But for me, it is not good. But anyway,
Yes. For me too.
you know what? I guess that we have to learn to be tolerant and to be respectful of some of the uses. Because, for example, well, I thought that it happened just in any other country, but not in Mexico. In Mexico, it is not possible. But, well, legally, it is not a use. But anyway, there are many different marriages like those, no? So, a woman with a young man, or like a young girl and an elderly man.
Yes.
All right, and what do you think about the lotus feet?
Um, I think it's very color. Um, more, more joyas.
Girls.
So many,
Yes,
many, many uh, elegant.
that's it. Yes, but you know what? Talking about the lotus feet, it's a horrible tradition because they put very tiny shoes to the women in China, and they shape the feet of those women into a very strange shape. It looks like a lotus flower.
Okay.
And so walking is extremely painful for those women.
Yes. It's terrible for your feet.
Yes, that's it. But guess what? I was thinking about how different it is from Mexico and how different it is from life now. Talking about this kind of shoes, okay, they have the lotus feet, but here we in Mexico sometimes wear enormous high heel shoes,
Yes.
and they also shape our spine in a different way. But anyway, maybe it is not a tradition, but it's a fashion trend.
Fashion trends.
It's a fashion that affect our body because the column with the pass of the time, have problems. Have problems.
That's it. Yes, you're right. But even the body our body in a natural way is going to suffer some problems. What could it be in the international way?
In many traditions all the world, the woman is a kind of bad things.
Why?
I don't know. In all the world, the woman always have trouble uh, with the tradition because it's cut parts of the body. The example, the shoes, many pequeños,
Very small.
very small. I don't know. It's the tradition is not good for woman.
That's it. And what do you think about it, Violet?
The shoes?
Yeah.
Well, personally, I don't know how to use that kind of shoes. I only use floor shoes or tennis shoes or boots, but with the short. When I try to put me a slipper, zapatilla, slipper.
Yes, slippers.
My feet hurt me very much.
Oh, yes. But you know what? Here in Mexico, it is not a tradition, it is a fashion trend. But anyway, we tend to use very uncomfortable pair of shoes. So what I mean is that we in Mexico really treat badly our feet sometimes because we wear very dangerous shoes. Like
Yes.
the enormous ones. They look excellent. They look elegant. They look really nice. But our spine.
Oh yes, very difficult walking. with,
Oh, yes. And it is risky, isn't it?
yes, I think I I don't walk with this work this with these shoes very tall. I don't walking.
Yes, that's it. Well, let's talk about something else. No, I'm sorry. Can you mention and explain any important tradition in your hometown? Miriam, could you talk to us about any tradition in your hometown?
In my house, the tradition is Dia de Muertos. In my grandma, in this moment, all grandmas is dead, but uh, before uh, she put many fruit and is food in for the dead. And I like very much the tradition of the Dia de Muertos. I like it very much.
Hey, that's great. And you know what? I think that there are many people like you who really love Mexican traditions. I remember that long time ago, I went to Jalapa in Veracruz, and it was December. So as it was December, there were groups of people singing out of the windows. They knocked at the window or at the door, and they began singing El Son de la Rama.
Uh-huh.
And so they are asking for candy, they are asking for some coins, and that's so nice.
Oh, wow. I don't know that.
I remember that when as I told you before, when I went to Jalapa, I was set in a hotel when suddenly I heard some, and as it was December, I thought, hey, it's part of the Christmas tradition. And we saw some students of Universidad Veracruzana who were singing and playing the guitar. They were playing El Son de la Rama, and
Uh-huh.
at the end of the day, they asked for some money.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah, so it was so beautiful. It was so nice.
My grandma, she was live a very long time ago in Huamantla, and I visit the town Huamantla in Tlaxcala in the party of the town, and it's very nice, and the uh, alfombras de acerrín.
Ah, yeah, the wood dust carpet.
Yes, and very nice and pretty and beautiful. All the streets and in the carpet on this acerrín and the wood. And I like very much when I was a child, go to Huamantla.
Hey, that was good. But tell me, didn't you see anything like the Huamantlada that they were fighting with the bulls?
I have many uncles in died because Huamantlada toros.
Is it for real?
Yes, it's real. And other part the family say, ah, yes, he uncle died in Huamantlada. Yes, it's
My goodness. So for them is something so usual.
yes. I don't believe it, and the people is very usually as I don't know,
Gosh. Well,
but it's in the Huamantlada in the is San Fermín in España.
yeah, in Spain.
In Spain, is, all the streets and toros, no sé cómo se dice toros.
Bulls.
Bulls.
What?
Bulls.
Bulls. Oh,
Yes.
okay. Or the street bulls and run, and the people run, and many died.
Yeah, that's it. I can't believe it. So it's so dangerous, and people not only tolerate it, but also defend those traditions.
Yes, it's a tradition, many very crazy. I don't know, understand this part.
Yes, that's it. Well, anyway, okay, you know what? I would like to talk to you about any tradition. Uh, Here in Mexico State, I live in Ecatepec, and here, well, nearby to Ecatepec, relatively near to Ecatepec, there's a town called Tultepec.
Uh-huh.
In Tultepec, well, it is so famous because people's main activity is to do some fireworks. Fuegos artificiales son fireworks.
Okay.
And people, uh, most of the people in the town used to do used to do that. That's their way of living. That's their inheritance, we could say. And there have been many accidents.
Yes,
Because they produce the fireworks at home. And so sometimes they explode.
yes. I see the TV in the other week, last week maybe.
Yes.
It's very dangerous.
But you know what? Whenever Protección Civil asks to the people about it, they say, could you please tell me where, in what house people is producing these fireworks? Because it is not permitted. And you know what? People protect that. People say, no, I don't know. I don't know anything. And they say,
Wow.
hey, it is tremendously dangerous. Every year, there are many different accidents where many people die. And so instead, banning that, protect it. I know that it's a way of living, but I also know that it's very dangerous. And nowadays, they say, hey, it is because it's my way of living. It's the only one thing I know how to do. Okay, but I don't know, time change. So you can learn some other thing and you can look for a job so that you can afford the expenses in your house, and also so that you uh, can be safe. But people don't want to stop doing that. For me, it is incredible.
I think in this part, I think there is a mafia, and I maybe think what the people is scared,
It may be, yes, you're right.
but as you talk, you die.
Yes, that's it. And you know what? People like so much fireworks, and they are very proud of the way they produce it. And they
Oh,
have a very violent carnival because they fire the bulls, queman al torito, but they are enormous, enormous structures in, and they are full of rockets. Uh, Once upon a time, my son, my youngest son, went to the party. I didn't know that he was there, but he told me, Mommy, I was really terrified because I felt like we were in war. There was fire and shots everywhere. There were explosions here and there, and many people were running. And he said, Mommy, I really felt in despair, in disguise,
oh,
because I thought that I was going to die. And I said, baby, that was a party. And he said, yes, Mommy, but what a dangerous party. I'm serious.
wow.
And you know what? My son is very young. So it is supposed that young people like to adrenaline, like to live that kind of emotions. But no, he was angry, he was terrified, and he said, I won't ever go again.
Oh yes,
I
I I have a one friend in
France.
France, and I told me your son went to the festage party of the Mundial in France, and uh, uh, I have a one video of the Torre Eiffel of is a fireworks of very beautiful, but but her son told her, afraid, because many people and say, I never go, I never go, but I very scared. The boy say, no, I don't any go to this part, but uh, he said, I don't move for anywhere, and I'm very scared because I think it's a bomb. I die.
Jesus Christ, yes. So for some people, it tends to be frightening. And so, well, those are traditions anyway. Okay,
Yes.
so let's go to another part, another question. Do you consider that traditions are important in the social life of any country?
I think yes.
Violet, what do you think about it?
Yes, they are very important because we follow the traditions from generation to generation, and they go until the grandchildren and go on.
That's it. You know what? That thing that you mentioned is very important. Yes, traditions go from generation to generation, and they are part of an identity, maybe about a family, maybe about a town, or maybe about a country.
Yes.
Yes,
Okay, so Miriam, what do you think about it? Do you consider that traditions are important in the social life of any country?
Yes, I think it's good have tradition in the social life, but I think many traditions uh, are disappear because many tradition is bad for the woman. Another tradition is good, maybe the town, Dia de Muertos, but this tradition of the married very young people, I don't feel is good.
Yes, yes, you're right. Okay, so I think that traditions are very important in the social life of any country because they also show something about the ideology of that town. So they show how they live, how they think, what they like, what they don't like, even. And so, yes, it's part of their identity. All
Yes.
right, all right, pretty good. So then let's go to the next part. Holidays and traditions. In your opinion, is there any tradition that should be banned?
I don't like it, like no this part. I I hate um boo that
Bullfight?
that an animal. Um, I don't like homicide.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't like. I angry. Fiesta de Toros. I don't like nothing.
yeah. So why? Why don't you like it?
I'm very sad in this part with the bull is uh is dead. I think I'm cry. I, I I I don't know. This man uh fe feel good is dead, and one animal is great and um, enormous and poderous, and why I don't know why. I my my man,
Right?
my mind. No, I don't understand.
Yeah. So you can't process why people dare to do that.
Yes, I don't know. In the other part, I think the animals is good, that humans.
You know what? Time ago, I saw a post in Facebook about a bull killing a bullfighter, and all people were clapping and were celebrating the triumph of the bull. Because yes, as you said, some people used to think that it is violent. But Ole, what do you think about it?
I think that the two traditions that we are seeing should be banned because we should respect them, not only animals. We should respect animals, nature, and the other human beings because I don't know what's happening with us, but we enjoy the suffer of the others. I don't know why. Maybe we are getting without feelings, or I don't know what's happening with us. But that's happening. We enjoy see the suffer of the others.
That's it. I guess that we are turning into violent people.
Yes, yes.
So they say that animals are wild, but I don't know who is wilder, animals or human beings.
Yes,
I think that animals only defend, only
That,
are defending because
yes,
they feel attacked.
yes, that's it. They defend their lives and
Yes.
they defend also their territory.
I suppose the human think about uh, in this part that the human is not good for nothing.
Yeah, that's it. I agree with you. I totally agree.
But many people like this Plaza Toros and I
But
don't know.
they say that it is an art.
Oh yes, yes.
I don't know how, in the name of God, it could be art to see how somebody is killing any animal in that way, so bloody, so violent, and so full of non-defense for the other being. I guess that it is coward.
Yes, it's very sad. But all the people say in the Plaza de Toros, oh, what did you say? But you eat uh, meat? It's a cow, and it's the same. Mm, I think it's not the same, but I don't kill my cow for it.
Yeah, and even you don't torture the animal before eating.
Yes,
Yes, I agree that's a difference. If you torture still dead to an animal, you are cruel. But well, whenever you eat it, it is dead. I am not making it suffer.
yes,
For
But
example, I had a hen with 6 chicken, and the first time that I put them food, the hen picar,
picked.
beat me.
Uh-huh.
But after, with the days, she let to beat me because she knows that I was giving food. But they only defend. It's like with the dogs. They well, humans enjoy seeing the dogs fight, and I don't know why, because they suffer, they die, they only want be accepted because of their owners.
That's it.
It's the same with the roosters, with the even with the human. We enjoy seeing how the humans fight between them.
Yes, that's it. Yeah, you're right. We are very complicated and we are very negative in some ways.
Yes.
It shouldn't be. So, yes, I agree. Those traditions should be banned.
For example, in the schools, when two boys or two girls are fighting, instead of they call to anyone to separate them, they animate them to follow fighting.
Yeah, they encourage people, fight, fight,
Yes.
fight. Jesus.
And they save and put it in the face or in the net.
Yeah, in the social media.
Yes.
But you know what? Sometimes it has tremendous consequences. I remember that once upon a time, I was sent a video about two little girls. I guess it was kind of like elementary school girls. And one of them was walking. The other came trying to fight to her, and she pulled the girl. He pushed the girl. The first girl fall down to the floor, and she hit her head. Immediately, she began to have a convulsion, and 1 or 2 minutes later, she died.
I know.
So most of the people who were over there, the boys were fighting, were shouting, and they say, "Fight, fight, fight!" But whenever they saw the girl who was in convulsion, they began to cry and they began to shout, asking for a doctor because they realized that it was serious. But whenever they reacted, the girl had already died. And she was in elementary school.
Wow, it's terrible.
Yeah, kind of like sixth grade, kind of like that. And so I said, Jesus Christ, it's not possible that these things happen. And even that people is sharing this video in the social media because they don't think that the mother or the family of this little girl could be watching the video. They could be looking how their girl is dying. So it is something impossible to stand. I I I thought about myself and I said, if I were the parent of this girl, I could get crazy
Yeah.
watching. So how they don't think about it.
In the school, for example, when we have meetings, we used to, well, some teachers used to think that some TV programs like the Guadalupe Rose only give ideas for the students because they take a lot of ideas of that kind of programs and they do it in real life and they know what could happen or what couldn't happen with them. For
That's
example, I remember a case where they make bullying to another boy and the boy suicide,
it's
committed
suicide.
suicide, and he saved. And when his father saw, they realized what was happening with him because they didn't believe to the boy. But
Uh,
with the video, they realized what was happening with the boy.
Jesus Christ. That's terrible. And so, yes, that's something like a tradition.
Yes.
Yes.
I
My
remember.
mom say to me, the bullying has always exist. I say yes, but in this time, now the internet makes it is worse. It's very very bad. But in another time is a bullying, and in this part, the bullying is around the world.
Yeah, that's it.
It's very terrible. I think in my case, I told on my daughter this uh, be careful, be all people uh, uh, make video all the time, and and I don't know is my my life is in the internet.
Aha, that's it.
It's very difficult this time for this child.
Yeah, that's it. So we don't really have privacy because we can be, whenever you realize you are in the social media doing something.
Yes, I think it's a other tradition. It's new tradition.
That's it, yes. Yes, I agree.
It's for
Very bad
example,
tradition.
Yeah, that is not good. Well, because as we said before, we are losing privacy.
yes. It's like, for example, before when a girl finished with her boyfriend, it
She,
was only words. We finished the relation and that's over. But
we,
now they
yes,
finish um, and they block him in the face, in the Twitter, in the WhatsApp, and that's a lot of negative reactions because you don't only finish a relation, you block to the person in the all kind of contact.
yes, that's it. So last time, well, time ago, we used to break up a relation and it was private. You knew it,
Yes.
your friends knew it because they saw you crying. But
Yes.
nowadays it's a public event.
Yes, your life is public.
That's it. But you know what? I think that it is something willing. It's a volunteer. Because, for example, whenever you post very frequently on Facebook, where, for instance, what about your life? You are making public any social circumstance. But what happens that you are making vulnerable your life with any other person? So if you don't open very much to those things, it's your decision. You can be a little safer.
Yes. It's for example like on holidays, some TV announcements say, "Don't public where you are in this moment because thieves knows that you are not at home, or they know that there is not anybody in your house and they can get a rope."
Yes, that's it. Or whenever they have a new baby in the family, for me
Yes,
it is scaring to be posting. I have a new baby. I love my baby, because thieves know that you have somebody to be kidnapped. So
mhm,
you don't know if they are thinking about organ traffic or anything about it. It's terrible that you show what you have and who are the person who are most important for you. For example, I have two granddaughters, but I never post any image. I don't post any comment about my granddaughters because for me they are treasures. So I shouldn't show them any day because I want them to be safe. Sometimes,
Maybe
yes,
maybe they could think that we don't love them, but it's against because we love them. We don't have to label them in the photos or in the comments.
yes, that's it. Yeah, because we don't know what's the intention of the person who is watching that post.
Yes.
So, Jesus Christ, you know what? We began talking about traditions and holidays that should be banned. And we made a list of many human behaviors, some human situations. Yes, so human beings are so complicated.
Oh, yes. I think the man is wild.
Yeah, that's it. Somebody told me that mankind is a plague and should be exterminated. I don't know if it is correct, but yes, we finish with everything nice.
Yes.
Okay, an advertisement. Did you know that giraffes are under extinction? They are in danger of extinction. Giraffes are some of the very millenary animals and some of the identity animals in Africa, for example,
Uh-huh.
and they are going to disappear.
Yes.
Yes, they are under danger of extinction. It's incredible.
I think the animal of the man is the man.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's why
And,
somebody says,
and the man is the enemy of the world.
yeah, we are the predators.
Yes.
So,
I see one video in Facebook. I like very much, but in Australia, in New Zealand, and in other countries, I make a road, a carretera,
oh yeah,
and in this part, uh, make a tunnel or puente or
bridge,
a bridge, and all animals cruise
cross,
the road, but and that and the animals not die, but in man is intrude in this part,
yeah,
and many animals live in there, and it's good. It's a malla de cangrejos. Uh, all all the cangrejos uh, run, and it's very good, this video. I like very much.
yeah, that's it. But as you said, we are invaders. We are invasors.
Yes, yes. And in this part, I say, I don't have destroyed the animals' world.
That's it.
The
Yes.
world is as the old people and animals and all.
Yeah, that's it. I agree. It should be. But I guess that most important of that, we should understand who we are and that we are finishing with our inheritance in the world. Okay, so do me a favor.
Yes.
We're going to write some ideas about it. Please share with me something that you think we should teach to our children.
The tradition?
Yeah, or maybe about animal care or something that you consider that we should tell children to do or not to do.
Ah, okay. Okay.
Okay, Miriam said, do not throw garbage in the sea. Hey, that's great. Pretty good. Anything else? Viole, we should teach our children to respect the animals, nature, and the other human beings.
Be.
They,
Ah, okay. Hi.
it's okay, all right, thank you. Hey, you're right. You're so right. So, anything else?
Um,
Beans.
Okay, pretty good. We should teach that if we respect to the others, we will have peace. Hey, that's wonderful. Yes, I agree with you.
Mm.
Okay, pretty good.
Beans. Pigs.
We should teach them that love is better than be violent with the others. Hey, that's wonderful. I totally agree. Yes, you're right. That we take care of our forests and rivers. Okay, we should take care.
we should take care.
Ajá, that's it. Deberíamos.
Ah, okay, okay.
Hey, that's great. Yes, thank you very much. You know what? I personally consider that the future is in our hands now because we are going to educate the people who are going to be the decision takers in the future. So if we educate good people, the future of mankind is going to be good. But if we think about being successful, being famous, or being rich without paying attention or without being, then life is not going to be something so nice. We should teach with the example. Excellent, Viole. That's it. Yeah, yes, excellent. That's a very good idea. Well,
I think the Japanese people is very, very good teach of the world.
well, yes, they are very disciplined.
Yes. And clean and many things good for the world.
Yes, that's it. They have many virtues.
Yes, many virtues, yes. In the Mundial, the Japanese people, all the garbage, take care and throw, and all the people, all the world say, wow, the Japanese,
Oh,
very clean.
in the World Championship in Russia?
Yes.
Yes,
Yes.
you're right.
And in the Mundial in Mexico, I don't remember who, with who, the Mexican making two Japanese people take care of all the garbage.
Jesus
And
Christ.
the word say, oh, the Mexican very clean.
We were like, oh.
Yes.
Oh, yes, yes, of course. Why not? Jesus
Yes.
Christ. Look at this. Well,
Yes.
it was so funny.
Yeah.
All right. Well, Gert, I don't know if you have any question or if you want to ask anything, to say any comment.
I only have a doubt with my grade because my course finished the last Sunday.
Oh, yeah.